We'll see you later, okay? Same shorts, different day. This morning, cancer bats. It's pretty rough right now. I mean, obviously, I would sort of expect that. But I'm just gonna bring it to the shop and clean it up there. I didn't think I'd have this done this quick. So I've got some polish, got the cable guide, got a frame with no paint on it. So I do need your opinion. I need to know if you think I should get rid of the silver fixed gear, because I have this silver bike now, and replace it with this. Just picture all my parts on this. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I want to. I'll put a vote up here. I thought I would be late, as always, but I'm not, so I'm going to get a coffee. Alright, now time to see if I can do anything with this. Oddly enough, the Ideal Bikes sticker survived, sort of. I might just keep that. I think that's a cool nod to what used to be on here. So you can see that it's pretty gross. There's a little bit of the stuff that I didn't quite scrape off. This will all come off with emery paper pretty easy. Clean up the posts and stuff. Overall, I'm pretty damn happy with how that chemical paint remover works. I've used it in the past, like I said, but you know, I usually use the stuff that's called like aircraft paint stripper. It comes in like a spray can. The stuff that brushes on seems to work even faster and was cheaper. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to do a light cleaning, maybe like just touch it with some polish just to see if I'm on the right track and if it's going to turn out okay. I mean, it's too late now anyway. I'm already happy with how it looks, but I'd like for it to at least be like a uniform color of raw aluminum and stuff. Yeah, well, immediately that made it look significantly better. After 5 minutes of polishing, I'm pretty happy with how that's already turning out without sanding, without doing any extra prep work, then just throwing some Autosol metal polish on there. As I've already mentioned, the intention here is not to be a mirror polish. I really don't have the attention span or the drive to really try and polish a frame that much, especially one that's going to be raced and cross. I really just want this type of finish, maybe throw some like finishing wax type stuff over it, and just make it uniform. That is the goal. And I'm super pumped on how this is already turning out. There's like a little bit more to do on it. It is looking good. I'm actually pretty happy with it. Like I said, not mirror finish. However, I had to put it away because there's like people who want me to work on their bikes, and working on my own is not super fair. But once the day is coming to a close, I'll start working on that project again. I'll show you where I'm at. Okay. There wasn't really anything all that interesting beyond trying to get an old touring wheel back in tip-top shape, which I wasn't even able to do anyway. So nearing the end of the day, I feel I am safe to now take on this again. And as I said, this turned out slightly better than I kind of thought it would. but not as good as I was hoping it would. Yeah, that sort of makes sense. So there you have it. This is the Raw Tricross. Like I said, it didn't come out to a mirror polish, but it is pretty consistent throughout. Actually, I think the best course of action here is to pull out the other camera. Not bad for about 2 hours worth of work, eh? Maybe 2.5. But stripping the paint, that was quick. It was far quicker than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to have to work a lot harder for it. So I'm pretty excited how it turned out. I'm not going to put any more effort into trying to make the finish better because it is a cross bike. I've said this 1,000 times, but it's just going to get beat. It's going to get beat to hell anyway. So there's no point in trying to pretty it up too much because this first race, it's just going to be a mess, and I don't treat this bike super great anyway, so beating the crap out of it for the win. So I'm actually I'm going to put this together. I'll probably time-lapse it, I guess. Just make the most sense. I am so pumped on this. It's still the same bike, but I mean, for less than 24-hour turnaround. I'm so pumped on how that turned out. I didn't think I would be as much. I mean, I was at first, but looking at it from like here, you can't see it as much as I can. Oh, that is cool looking. That's how you bring a bike from 2007 to 2007. That bike is 10 years old, and it looks like what Specialized is putting out today. Sort of. Just look at it. Okay. As excited and pumped as I am about that, I will not be riding that bike home today because I've got two parts coming in for it, a stem and a seat post. Purely because the seat post on that is from the Apollo, and that was a really garbage single bolt clamp on the seat rails, and it can't clamp that seat for some reason. I can't get it tight enough, it won't stay. So I have more parts on the way for that bike, and then I'll call it done. Anyway, I'm not going to ride it home tonight for that reason, because I'm going to be going to the first cross race from here, and I'd prefer have both bikes. I'm going to drive to work on Saturday. I'll be able to throw both bikes in the car and go from there. So tonight is on this thing again. I have an unhealthy relationship starting with this bike. I feel like this vlog already has enough win and goodness and all that in it already.